Ever wonder how your favorite celebrities handle the toughest, most awkward questions in interviews? Some moments are so intense, you'd have to ask yourself, could I handle it? In this video, we're diving deep into the most iconic moments where famous faces shut down nosy interviewers. And trust me, it's a masterclass in grace and wit under pressure. Over the past few months, I've studied countless celebrity interviews to uncover what makes these moments so unforgettable. Today, I'm revealing the secrets behind these powerful comebacks and how you can apply these techniques in your own life. And it all comes down to 5 key strategies that anyone can master. Imagine you're sitting across from a journalist and they hit you with a question so personal, so uncomfortable, that the entire room goes silent. It's a reality that so many of your favorite celebrities face every day. They're under the microscope, exposed, with millions watching, and one wrong move can go viral. Most people would feel cornered, unsure of what to say. But not these famous faces. Let's start with Scarlett Johansson.
Now, were you able to wear undergarments?
You're like the 5th person that's asking
Well, no,
that
because
What is going on? Since when did people start asking each other in interviews about their underwear?
No, because it is such a skin tight. Here's
I'll
why.
leave it up to your imagination.
Oh, see?
Okay?
Is that...
Whatever you feel like I should be wearing or not wearing under that costume.
This is not a...
Is what I...
Is it inappropriate?
To ask somebody what kind of underpants they...
During a press tour for The Avengers, an interviewer asked her about what she wore underneath her costume, a question her male co-stars never got asked. Without losing her cool, Scarlett responded with a sarcastic smile. "What's going on under that suit? What kind of interview is this?" She called out the double standard without being hostile, instantly turning the tables. In the quest for sensational headlines, journalists sometimes disregard personal boundaries. One notable example involved comedian and actor Amy Schumer, who faced invasive questions about her weight and body image during an interview. Rather than fully engage with the interviewer's lines of questioning, Schumer responded with biting sarcasm, highlighting the ridiculousness of the inquiry. Moments like these spark conversations about body positivity and the unceasing societal pressures on women to conform to certain standards. How do they stay so calm when the pressure is on? What is it about these celebrities that allows them to handle the most personal, even intrusive questions with such poise? We're going to break down moments like these, where celebs diffuse a high-pressure situation by staying composed. Spoiler alert, it's not about being overly trained, but knowing how to keep the spotlight on your terms. We'll dive into the exact mindset they use and how you can apply it in your everyday life. Right now, you might imagine yourself in that interview chair, feeling flustered, unsure of how to respond. Think about times you've been asked uncomfortable or inappropriate questions at family gatherings or in meetings. The what is often looks like shrinking or getting flustered, but what could be? Picture yourself handling those moments with the same calm confidence as these famous celebrities. Imagine walking away feeling empowered, not embarrassed. That's the transformation we're aiming for, and it's entirely possible. Let's talk about Robert Downey Jr. He was once asked an extremely personal question about his past struggles during a press tour. Instead of losing his temper, he simply said, "I'm sorry, what are we doing? Is this about promoting the movie?" and politely ended the interview. It was a brilliant way of keeping control without escalating the tension.
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
are you? I'm sorry.
Another poignant case is that of Naomi Watts, who was pressed about her children's privacy during a red carpet event. When an interviewer suggested that sharing photos of her kids was a normal part of celebrity life, she firmly reminded them that children should be kept out of the spotlight. This moment exemplified how even a brief interaction can convey a powerful message. Empathy and respect for personal boundaries should govern conversations, especially around sensitive topics. What makes a comeback like that so powerful? We're going to break down the elements of timing, tone, and content. There's a reason this moment became iconic, and it's not just because of what he said, it's how and when he said it. By the end of this section, you'll know how to craft your own perfect comebacks that leave everyone stunned, whether you're in a tough meeting or navigating a tricky conversation with a friend. Now, let's look at Taylor Swift. When asked about her dating life during an interview, she swiftly redirected the conversation, saying, "I don't think men get asked that question." She called out the interviewer while setting a clear boundary and didn't come off as defensive. Her fans applauded her for standing her ground with such class. So what's the secret to setting boundaries without coming across as overly aggressive? Taylor's strategy is simple. Stay factual, stay calm, and turn the conversation in your favor. We'll break down her approach and show you how to handle those tricky moments when someone crosses a line. Stay tuned, because this is a game changer for anyone who has ever felt uncomfortable in a conversation. As we explore these stories, notice a pattern. Each time, the interviewer expected a standard reaction, but the celebrity delivered something unexpected. It's that element of surprise that makes these moments iconic. And it's not just about shutting down the interviewer, but how they do it. It's graceful, witty, and leaves you feeling a sense of satisfaction and happiness when you see someone stand up for themselves. Because here's the truth, you could handle it too. And by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to do just that. So as we dive deeper into these moments, keep this in mind. The reality of feeling flustered by invasive questions can change. What if, instead, you felt completely in control, knowing how to respond to even the trickiest situations with confidence? Imagine walking away from every conversation feeling empowered, not awkward. By the end of this video, that's the future you could step into. Ready to learn how? Let's jump in. As we've seen, stars who can answer personal questions have a toolbox of strategies they use to deal with indiscreet questions. Whether it's wit, charm, or assertiveness, celebrities have managed to carve out a space for themselves to express themselves authentically, while keeping indiscretions to a minimum. You can use the same strategy, redirect with humor. Humor can diffuse a situation. Celebrities like Ryan Reynolds often respond to difficult questions with a comical retort, keeping the audience entertained while asserting their boundaries. Use non-answers. Celebrities frequently use non-answers, such as, "I'd rather keep this private," or "I don't want to talk about it." These responses politely but firmly indicate that the question is not allowed. Moving on to a broader topic, moving from a personal question to a broader topic. Now that you've seen how these celebrities handle high-pressure moments, the question is, could you do the same? Picture yourself the next time someone asks you something uncomfortable. Will you freeze, or will you be ready with your own powerful response? If you want to dive deeper into mastering the art of conversation and setting boundaries like a pro, there's so much more to learn. Ever wondered how these techniques could help you in your career, social life, or even online interactions? Trust me, this is just the beginning of what's possible. What if you could walk into every conversation, interview, or difficult moment feeling fully prepared, confident, and in control? It's not as hard as it seems, and I've got more tips on how to get there. So if you found value in this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more insights that will boost your confidence in any situation. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Next week, I'm going to break down how to use these techniques in job interviews and social settings. Remember, what we've covered today isn't just about shutting down nosy interviewers. It's about taking control of your own narrative, no matter who's asking the questions. You've seen the best in the world do it. Now it's your turn.